Thinking about owning property with someone else? Easy to say, things can get complicated. In just 2 minutes, I'll break down joint tenancy and tell you what it means for you. Joint tenancy is when 2 or more people own a property. Before I break down the different types of tenancies, let's talk about survivorship. Survivorship refers to when title transfers upon death. This happens automatically, so no additional administration through probate is needed. However, not all joint tenancies include survivorship, and that's important to understand. The most basic form of joint tenancy is a tenancy in common. A tenancy in common can be divided into unequal shares, which means it does not have survivorship. Kind of like shares in a business. A tenancy in common allows individual tenants to sell their shares or pass their shares to heirs or beneficiaries through their will. Another joint tenancy is a joint tenancy with a right of survivorship. All tenants own the property equally. When one tenant dies, their full title transfers automatically to the surviving member. The last tenancy I'll share is a tenancy by the entireties. This is a special type of tenancy reserved for married persons. It includes survivorship and a special feature that prevents one spouse from selling the property without the other's consent. Not all states recognize this form of joint tenancy. Florida does, Alabama does not. So before you enter into a joint tenancy with someone, work with a real estate lawyer to pick the best option for you. A good lawyer can make sure your stuff goes right where you want it. And that's the more you know.